Hey, what's up, guys? This is Spidey1997 doing another review for the Legend series Red Onslaught Wave Mockingbird. This figure, by far, is probably one of the best character in the wave so far. I like her more, and then so first is Mockingbird, second is Captain America, third is Taskmaster, and fourth is Scourge. Fourth or fifth, is Whirlwind. Then sixth is Cottonmouth, and then seven is Agent Carter. So that is my order of my favorite figures in the wave. So yeah. So let's get to review this figure. This figure has a decent articulation. There are some complaints that I do have, unfortunately, but you would expect that on every figures from Hasbro. So first look, taking a look at the head sculpt, very nice head sculpt. Her eyes do look cockeyed, but for some reason, I think her eyes only look cockeyed if you put the glasses on. But the glasses can actually come off, and her face looks actually normal. I'm not sure if you could pick it up from I think the sunlight is hitting it, but maybe this eye's a little messed up. But other than that, it's a really good head sculpt. She does look pretty without the glasses. But if you put the glasses on, then she looks cockeyed, which kind of sucks because, you know, she does wear the glasses in the comic books. So let me put this on. It's kind of, oh, there you go. There's a little groove, as you can see. You see those grooves? So that's where you slide them. There you go. So yeah, she does look cockeyed with the glasses. The paint kind of looks sloppy, or is actually sloppy on the glasses, unfortunately. But I could probably fix that with just white paint. No big deal. Other than that, the sculpt around the body is very nice. This is a new sculpt, of course. She does have these black buttons that are actually sculpted, which is very nice. This gunmetal silver paint on her forearm, which is really good, with some nice detail of the lining. Her batons, which are actually the same that came with Daredevil and Hellcat. I kind of wish she had her own design for her batons, because I feel like in the comic books, her batons is more longer. And these look a little bit too short and a little too big. A little, like, maybe if they made it a little bit skinnier and longer, it would have been nicer that way. So yeah, so this is kind of a letdown, but not really a huge letdown. But you know, it would have been nice if she had her own design for her batons. But anyways, so looking around the figure, I really wish Hasbro can put the numbers on the bottom of her feet. That kind of sucks, but yeah. Some paint is a little sloppy here and there. So you can see this is sloppy here, really sloppy there. Would have been nice if they had added some silver paint on the buckles on her legs. Nice knee pad with some sculpted circles, I guess. The paint sloppy here as well. As you can see, one's missing there. White is bleeding through the black, or blue I must say. A little bit of white paint there. I don't know how white paint got there, but okay. A little bit of bleeding there, a little bit of bleeding there, and a little bit of bleeding here. So my figure doesn't really have good paint apps, but overall it's still a good figure. Just because, you know, some figures might have bad paint apps, but in the figure itself in general is just actually really cool. So yeah. So for her articulation, her head cannot look up. Unfortunately, she does have a disc hinge, which is supposed to make her head move up, but she can't because of her hair. Her hair is very stiff, so they didn't use a soft plastic. It's really stiff plastic, or yeah. So the arms can go out that far. Can swivel around. She does not have a bicep swivel, but she does have a forearm swivel. Single jointed elbow. Wrists are on a hinge. Does also swivel around. No ab crunch, so she does have a diaphragm joint that goes really good actually. So she can kind of look she crunches forward, and she does look back as well, or can go back as well. Yeah, like I said, she does have a diaphragm joint, so that's really good. It kind of pivots side to side. Legs can go out that far, which is pretty decent. Not really so much back outward that far, which is really good. Does have an upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, which is really good. No boot swivel, unfortunately, but the feet can go down a little bit, up, and she does have the ankle pivot. So Marvel Legends nowadays have a lot of ankle pivots, so which is really good. So moving right along. So overall, this figure is a probably must have, or must get, if I must say. If you really want a Mockingbird in your collection, this is the one to go for. If you're not really a huge fan of Mockingbird, then I'd say just pass on this figure. But I wouldn't recommend you passing her, because she is very hard to find. There was only, well, luckily in my Toys R Us, they had 2 of her, so that was good. She's a little loose up here. Oh, one more thing. She did have some quality control issues. Her knees were a little loose, but I used some those floor. I forgot what they're called, but they're used for floors. Anyways, I used the brush and then just put a little bit of there. You know, moved her leg around. Waited for maybe 7 hours, and her leg is stiff, so that's good. Her legs are a little bit loose as well, as you can see. Kind of like the Carnage figure, but it's not that bad as well. It's not as worse as Carnage. Carnage was probably the worst, but this is nothing. But anyways, a quick size comparison. Here she is with a classic Captain America figure, and let me just move my camera so you guys can see the whole frame of the figures. Hold on one sec. There you go. So there's the whole. So there she is with Captain America. Here she is with Cottonmouth. So stay tuned for that review. I'm going to review all the figures in the wave. So the only person I don't have is Taskmaster. Yeah, that kind of sucks, but at least I found the whole wave. Kinda. Here she is with Agent Carter, my least favorite figure of the wave, and I'll talk about it when I review her. Oh, and she does come with the Build-A-Figure, of course. She does come with the Onslaught. Here, hold on one sec. So she does come with the torso of Onslaught and the shoulder piece of Onslaught as well. So I think that's all she comes with. But yeah, so far I just need Taskmaster and I have a Onslaught. Not yet. Maybe if we get the Magneto head. Anyways, so here she is with Scourge, which is also a nice figure. I really like this figure as well. Here she is with Whirlwind, or Whirlwind. So yeah, just get an idea of the scale. So yeah, so all I have to say, guys, this figure is really good. If you guys really need a Mockingbird in your collection, this is the only Mockingbird figure you're gonna get, and it's really good. The only thing that's bad about her, check out, when you see her in retail, check out for paint apps and these quality issues, because some joints might be loose. Her head, unfortunately, can't move like a lot, but she kind of looks a little bit, but she looks a little bit weird like that. So yeah. Oh, and another thing would have been nice if they had some shading on the hair. So yeah, that would have been nice. But like I said, guys, this figure is a really cool figure. So that's all I have to say, guys. So this is Spidey 1997 doing a review for Mockingbird, and this is Spidey 1997 signing out, and have a great day. Thanks for watching, guys.